It's Week 13 of the National Football League, and we'll see Fred Warner, who's now up to 60 tackles after last week's game. It's the Jets and the Falcons, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 24.
It's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river. We are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. And Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. It's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, their head coach has got to believe. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They are led out by their veteran quarterback hailing from Michigan State, and we like that. It's Kirk Cousins.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. The numbers on the ground for Walker a week ago. 17 carries, 64 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
And right side, they're going to go option here. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. So the completion there, Charles, looking at this defense, certainly in for a tough task here this afternoon. What are some of the keys for them if they want to come out on top?
Well, the first thing, partner, is they just allow the completion there. They don't want to get a string of those going. Let him get his confidence. Let him get into the rhythm of the game, the flow of the game, and all of a sudden, he's feeling like he can do no wrong. You want to really get after his timing a little bit, knock a few balls away, and make things uncomfortable for him, because if he feels relaxed, you are in for a tough afternoon.
Now Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you've got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
Yeah, there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. So here are the Jets now, backed up to start their first drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
Here's a 2nd and 8. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
Holding offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Marte Mapu, the one to bring him down. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Here's Hooker to throw it. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to get to 35. This defense for the Jets, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they get it done.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Good work that time to get him to jump, and now here's 1st and 10. They run again with Walker, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
Running right, here's Walker. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Walker once more. And this time he'll lose yardage as the defense not giving him any room to operate. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. To throw is Cousins. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge for the play he just made.
Well, you know, he hated taking the loss there on third down. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he'll have a Jets first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. But I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Throwing. Hooker. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This will be fielded at the 17. Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A first down throw for Cousins. Finds his man, it's Kohler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The ball on the 32, it's 2nd and 2. Straight ahead, Walker. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And Walker once more. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That tackle by Trayvon Walker. Nice play. He blows that up behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's Blake Gillikin now. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll have a Jets first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Hooker. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Byron Young able to record his 5th sack of the season. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Hooker. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So out come the Falcons now. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now Cousins. Got a man open. It's Chase. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First catch so far by Chase. It's a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Cousins on first down. He finds his man complete. It's Watkins. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. To throw, Cousins. And that is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting roughed backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
It connects quickly to Jamar Chase. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And his throw here is incomplete.
Yeah, their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. They push him back 8 yards and time on second down. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Here's Cousins. A quick throw there is incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
They go play action. Here's Hooker. He'll fire deep, looking for more. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Montez Sweat in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Fights off the defender. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A gear for Walker running right. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. On 3rd down, Cousins. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Agnew now to return. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Here's Hooker. And he fends him off. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. That's out wide here for Robinson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Looking to throw, Hooker. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. And give him a gain of 37.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they have been seeking.
So after the big play. Look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now Hooker. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Hooker to throw it. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Hooker's going to throw it. Under pressure, they got him again. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. Well, maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. But the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Throwing, Cousins. And this one caught downfield by Evans. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Well, part of their struggles in the first half was their inability to convert consistently on 3rd down. But how about this well-designed play? Gave himself plenty of options and able to get the hook up and keep the drive going.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Moore, the motion man right. Oh, here's a fake on the jet sweep. And a give to Robinson. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Ball now spotted at the 45. Here's second down and a yard. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Again, it's Robinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On second down, this is Harris. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
Working out of the shotgun, Hooker. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Montez Sweat picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Thomas Morstead now. He's been terrific so far. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it. He will find his man Chase complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, here's Cousins. And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. A turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Throwing is Cousins. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. New York set to take the field. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all or nothing offensively in this game. Yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. He's going to try and do this himself. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line.
All the practice, all the training, all the meetings. In this situation, I know exactly what quarterbacks are taught. Take care of the football. That's job 1 paramount. Because you cough it up here, you might be giving up 6 points real easy.
Tip of the cap to the defense, though, forcing the fumble. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Walker now on 1st and 10. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Pretty Pay drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Tucker's kick is good, and they continue to lead in the battle of field goals here. It's now 9-3. So the fumble recovery had him set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Hooker to throw on 1st and 10. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to understand.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Still 1st down.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. It's a gain of 3, and it sets him up with 2nd and just 2 yards to go. From the gun, it's Hooker. Throw left side complete. That's more. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Robinson with another carry. Shreds the tackle. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Throwing. Hooker. That is caught. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Triple foul. Blocking passer. Defense.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Robinson up the middle, and he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think.
Defense.
Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
Here's Hooker. Got a man, it's Johnson, end zone for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from taking the lead.
You always admire a guy who go through his progressions and find the open receiver. I believe we just saw that there.
And we admire him just a little bit more when it goes for a touchdown. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the third. So the drive there took 6 plays. And in the end, it was Deontay Johnson's touchdown catch to cap the drive. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Meanwhile, Cousins throw taken in here by Chase. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Cousins. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. To the right side, this is Walker. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. Cousins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. He's got Mingo. Touchdown, Falcons. Jonathan Mingo, 34 yards. And the Falcons answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
So a big play coming for the Falcons as they'll go for 2. Cousins will try and throw. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll have the Jets first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. Now a 2nd and 6. Hooker. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
3rd down, Hooker looks to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dive defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be Falcon football. Atlanta regains possession of the football. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That play doomed from the start thanks to the defensive effort of Grady Jarrett. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw, Cousins. It connects quickly to Jamar Chase. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're hitting it just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Jets will take over. And New York set to take the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Looking to throw, Hooker. That pass complete to Moore. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Hooker to throw it. This short throw caught by Goddard. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 48-yard line.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment defense.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
They go play action. Here's Hooker. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Hooker. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37. The drive stays intact with a pickup at 13.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know This is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Hooker's going to throw it. This one caught by Osborne, right side. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Hooker now off play action. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. Touchdown! Tommy Trimble, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bullying his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Hooker going to try to throw for him, and he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision making during heated times. And you just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this 4th quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. A first down throw for Cousins. Got a man open. It's Chase. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
False start. Offense.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. On play action, Cousins. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Got an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now a second down throw for Cousins. A little short pass. This is Everett. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The Falcons send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. On the return, here's Agnew. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. New York ready to go again offensively. Hooker on first down. And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing. Hooker. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Hooker. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So Kirk Cousins in the offense. Down 16-15. 2:12 to play. And their 4-game winning streak in great danger. Cousins on first down. He completes it to Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Cousins' throw taken in by Watkins here.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And the ball's got to be an issue now offensively. Here's 3rd and 6. Cousins. Open man is Chase, complete. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And that is no good. And that'll keep this a 1-point game.
Yeah, Brandon, that's a tough distance with the game on the line because you'd like to give your kicker better odds than that. Anything 50-plus, we know it's going to be difficult. And that would prove to be just a little too difficult. And now it appears it's going to cost them the football game. They've
got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. They begin the drive with Robinson. There he goes left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
And how about this finish? Able to take a knee, run out the clock, and close this game out by 1 point. You talk about how many coaches we talked to? They all said the same. All I want to do is win by 1 point. That got tested in this one.
Yep, and that cliche rings true. A single penny separates this one.
We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome was in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting. But in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for the Giants, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.